it. I think I might have landed in the wrong bit, so we just go over the fence. Yeah. Here's a Thames lorry. Here's a what is that? That looks like a towing rig, and it's a Diamond T. Cool. Diamond T here. Here's another. This looks like another Diamond T. Mick Gould, Plymouth East Sussex. Oh, remember them. What's this side? I don't know what this is. It looks like a. Not sure what that is. Might have to go and watch the show. Here's a Foden with a Gardner 180, and I was told it was a horsepower rating. Here's a Dodge Dodge lorry. It says Q there, so it must have been, could have been made in Britain, I suppose. Here's a Bedford lorry, Perkins diesel. If we look around here, we see there's a Bedford recovery lorry here. There's some diggers. If we make our way back up here, I'm gonna record some other stuff after 10:30. I'm just gonna take it easy a bit. A couple of old motorbikes here actually. There's a Scania. What are these two old motorbikes here? That's a Douglas K, and there's one here which I think is another Douglas competition model. I'm going to cross back over. Here's a post office telephones van. I think that looks like a Morris van, I think. 1946 this?
Morris 8.
Morris 8.
Base, yeah, they called said that.
Oh, right.
This one worked in the Guildford area.
Yeah, because I noticed that Morris van over there worked in Guildford as well, so it must have been quite an important...
I think the main London base sort of area. Guildford,
yeah.
London.
Yeah, because
yeah.
I do remember that BT had a tower, and it used to be called the post office tower, because the post office dealt with... Yeah. Apparently no one can go to the top of it. Yeah, I'd like to... Must admit, it does look like a nice place to visit, because I think there was I'm going to mention stuff off the TV, but there was one particular programme where I think Simon and Bugatti Veyron was racing two people that were going to fly, and then suddenly they realised they hadn't got a licence to fly at night, so you have to pass a test to do it.
Right.
So they had to take a train, and they ended up racing to the post office tower in London. Sorry, the BT tower. I keep thinking it's the post office tower as well, because I think that's what it is.
That's the post office, yeah. Yeah, went to BT tower, yeah.
Yeah. And I think they went to the restaurant at the top, and they were sitting there with... I think they were racing with, what was it, truffles. They got in Italy, and they were going all the way back.
Gotcha. Yeah, because it used to turn. I worked there, I think 1981. Might have been 1981.
Yeah.
I was working at a little street just off there called Charlotte Street,
right.
doing a lift shaft in a building.
Okay.
And we went just nosing around, like, and the chap on the door said, we said we're working here from down the south, and they took us up there, just to look around, like, yeah.
Oh, right.
And, don't look high up, and when you get up there, you can see miles for miles. Yeah.
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 But yeah, it was but I don't think you can go up there now. I'm not sure if you can or not.
I'll have to find out.
Yeah, sort of thing I'd like to do.
Probably once I've done the show though. I'm just going to go around, have a relaxing day, I think. I noticed there's a Land Rover.
Local then?
I just walked 5 miles.
You're in?
I walked all the way from Peasmarsh.
Peasmarsh? Oh yeah. Oh.
Takes about 2 hours.
Yeah.
But you have to be careful, because some people's driving's a bit iffy.
Skinny roads.
Skinny roads and very iffy driving.
Yeah. Yeah, I did that in this. because it's not fast. And they get
No.
up right, when they pass, they cut in so close to you. But
Yeah.
it looks like being a hot day and good day. Busy yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I better let you get on.
See you later.
See you later. There's a couple of Land Rovers there. I'm sort of looking at the back end of these. Ooh, Culverwells. They're here. Right, so I'm going to take a look at. I'll take a look here. I don't know. So this is a. This looks like a. It says it's a Dax. Which looks a bit like a. It's the same idea as the Westfield or the Caterham. There's a couple of AECs by look. Is that a? That's a Bedford by looks of things. I'll just about read it on the thing. There's an AEC Mercury. If we move along a bit, we see Ferguson tractor. There's a Sunbeam Alpine, a Jag. See a Nuffield tractor going along here. Alright, don't know what. Some old cars here. Old motorbikes here. Right, let's have a look at this. This is a Scammell Constructor, I think. Handily they've written it down. Wait the time. 4:10 now. There's a Ford F250 pickup just here. Power stroke diesel. Imagine the torque figure on that. There's a Leyland Dato 4 just there. See that one. We get ourselves back in the zone here. There's that Scammell. It's like a heavy winching. Yeah, so if we take a look at these here, that's a Bedford HA van, I think, and deluxe. Here's a Ford 8 or Ford. No, it's Thames. Is it Thames? Looks like a Thames. Probably a 7 carat, 5 carat. That Thames pickup. There's the Land Rovers. Horses are well and truly woke up. Let's have a little look over here. This looks like an AEC over here. There's an AEC to my right here. That looks like probably a Matador, perhaps. If we go here, we see a Earth E6 180 or ERF. There's a old bus, Godstone. Godstone, that is A22. That's the A22 junction. That here's a ERF with a Gardner 320 E16. AEC Mercury, Volkswagen Transporter, and a Ford Cargo 3828 just there. A load of people, so I'll just skip round them. Here's a Scania Super 112M next to an FH12 Volvo. Here's a AEC Mammoth Major. Here's a David, that's a David Brown, I think, tractor. Leyland lorry here. I'm gonna have to have the light behind me. So there's a Austin K. No, there's an Austin lorry there. I don't know what it is. go up here like this. This is a burner lorry. Never heard of these. This looks like a Bedford TK. What's this? It says it's a Foden, but I don't know which Foden this is. There's an ERF with a Gardner 150. So that means it's rated 150 horsepower. I learnt that at Welland a couple of weeks ago. Here's a really old Foden here, which I don't know which one this is, but next to a taxi known as an Oxford. A Nuffield product. Yeah, Nuffield, pretty cool bunch actually. There's a Land Rover there on a towing. There's an AEC Marshall here. There's an old tractor here. It's a, which one's this? Looks like a, what is that? Come from Banbury. Really? Looks like an international. No, wait a minute. What's this? It says it's Perkins diesel. Is this a? No, it doesn't look like a showman's rig, so it's not a show track. So, which one is this? It says it's got a Gardner 180. It's a Scamel, but it's that isn't a show track, is it? Or is it a show track? Doesn't say. There's the showman's wagon. If we go over here, we see a Bedford TK called Bertie, and there's a Ford lorry called Big Jim.
I've got your coffee with me.
So that's, I think, all the commercials, I don't know. There's a case 2 back, support British farmers. I said something about that at work and they weren't happy with that. Well, nuts to them. Here's a ERF with a Super E320 Cummins, that one. Right, I'm just gonna shut down a minute. Oh,
Right, Tim.
alright, how you doing? So there's the playing field. I'm going to shut down a minute because I need to maybe get a coffee.